1. Night of the Grizzlies. The frigid winds of Hokkaido carried with them not only the bitter chill of winter, but also the lingering echoes of a tragedy that would forever define the collective memory of Sankebetsu. In the aftermath of the harrowing week, the once bustling frontier outpost wore the scars of a battle fought not against a mere wild animal, but against a relentless force of nature that had taken on a monstrous guise. As the news of the bear attacks spread beyond the confines of Sankebetsu, the tale assumed an almost mythical quality, invoking a mixture of awe and terror. The survivors, grappling with the trauma of witnessing the ferocity of the Usuri bear, found solace in the collective decision to relocate. The exodus from the once thriving community was a poignant acknowledgement of the indomitable spirit that had been broken by the relentless onslaught. In the wake of the tragedy, the authorities and the remaining inhabitants of Sankebetsu sought to rebuild their lives. The ghostly silence that now enveloped the deserted streets was a stark reminder of the once vibrant community that had been shattered by the ravenous bear's rampage. The very air seemed to carry the weight of sorrow, whispering the names of those who had met their untimely demise. The shrine erected in memory of the victims stood as a solemn sentinel, a place of pilgrimage for those who wished to pay homage to the fallen. It became a symbol of resilience, a testament to the strength of the human spirit in the face of unimaginable adversity. The villagers who chose to remain in the shadow of that tragic history sought solace in the rituals performed at the shrine, hoping to find closure and heal the wounds left by the traumatic events. Over the years, as the tale of the Sankebetsu bear attack passed into the realm of legend, the wilderness of Hokkaido reclaimed the abandoned structures. Nature, with its relentless cycle of renewal, gradually softened the edges of the scars left behind, allowing the land to heal alongside the survivors. Yet, the memory of that relentless week lingered in the collective consciousness, a cautionary tale passed down through generations. The legend of Sankebetsu became woven into the fabric of Hokkaido's folklore, a reminder of the delicate balance between humanity and the untamed wilderness. The Usuri bear, once a mere inhabitant of the remote landscapes, now took on a mythical persona, embodying the primal forces that could, in an instant, disrupt the tranquility of human existence. And so, the tale of Sankebetsu lived on, whispered by the winds that swept through the vast expanses of Hokkaido, a somber melody echoing through time. 2. The Sankebetsu brown bear attacks of 1915. In the heart of the captivating Japanese island of Hokkaido, where the crisp winds carried tales of ancient mountains and untamed landscapes, a chilling chapter unfolded, etching itself into the very soul of the land. This was a place where nature's majesty coexisted with its darker, more menacing side, embodied by the formidable Usuri bears, a subspecies of brown bear that dwarfed even the mighty Grizzlies in both size and aggression. The stoic island had witnessed its share of Usuri encounters, marked by 86 recorded attacks since 1962, 33 of which had left a tragic imprint on the collective memory as fatalities. Yet the most haunting echoes of bear-inflicted terror resonated over the frontier outpost of Sankebetsu during the merciless December of 1915, forever staining the pages of Japanese history. It was in the midst of the island's winter slumber that a colossal Usuri bear, driven by an insatiable hunger and perhaps a twisted sense of fury, awoke prematurely from hibernation. The very air in Sankebetsu carried an ominous weight as the beast embarked on a savage killing spree, its massive frame casting shadows of fear over the unsuspecting settlement. The beast, a monstrous entity weighing a colossal 750 pounds and stretching 9 feet in length, became a relentless specter, haunting the homes of the villagers. Its victims, predominantly women and children, fell prey to the bear's malevolent stalking, their once safe havens transformed into arenas of dread. Even the assembly of an armed security squad proved futile against the calculated strikes, as the bear defied wounds inflicted by desperate gunfire, persistently returning to claim more lives. The desperation of Sankebetsu reached its zenith when, at last, professional bear hunters were summoned to confront the formidable adversary. In a tense showdown that echoed through the snow-laden mountains, these skilled marksmen waged a battle against the relentless force of nature. The air crackled with tension as shots rang out, and finally, the colossal beast succumbed, bringing an end to the week-long reign of terror. However, victory came at a heavy cost. The surviving villagers, their souls scarred by the traumatic events, found it impossible to shake off the shadows that had settled over Sankebetsu. In the aftermath, the once thriving community dwindled as most sought refuge far from the haunted outpost. A somber shrine stands today, a silent testimony to the lives lost in that brutal and historic attack, a sacred space where the spirits of the departed are remembered with reverence. And so, the tale of Sankebetsu, with its echoes of nature's wrath and human resilience, became woven into the very fabric of Hokkaido. The winds that swept through the island whispered the story to those who would listen, a chilling reminder of the delicate dance between humanity and the wild, where even the most picturesque landscapes could hide the shadows of formidable beasts and the enduring spirit of those who faced them. 3. The gruesome end of Grizzly Man. In the rugged embrace of Alaska's Katmai National Park, where the untamed wilderness stood as an ancient fortress against time, a man named Timothy Treadwell sought communion with the formidable grizzly bears that roamed freely within its boundaries. Treadwell, an unconventional figure with no formal wildlife training, carved a niche for himself as an audacious friend of these majestic creatures, capturing the hearts of those who marveled at his daring exploits. For 13 springs and summers, Treadwell ventured into the heart of grizzly territory, documenting his startlingly close encounters with the wild inhabitants. With an intimacy that defied reason, he bestowed endearing pet names upon the formidable creatures, Crackers and Mr. Chocolate among them. His interactions, seemingly playful and affectionate, were chronicled in films and shared through various media outlets, thrusting him into the spotlight as a self-proclaimed protector of the Grizzlies. The peak of Treadwell's notoriety, however, came with the release of the 2005 documentary Grizzly Man. The film unraveled the captivating yet ultimately tragic narrative of Treadwell's deep-seated obsession with the Grizzlies. It was a story that echoed not only with the allure of the wild, but also with the darker forces that lurked within. On a fateful October 5, 2003, the very elements that Treadwell sought to befriend turned against him. In the heart of the Alaskan wilderness, a starving grizzly bear mauled and killed Timothy Treadwell and his girlfriend Amy Huguenard within the confines of their tent. The chilling twist lay in the fact that Treadwell, ever the documentarian, had his camera rolling. However, fate dictated that the lens cap was in place, leaving only the haunting audio to recount the final moments of their ill-fated encounter. The disturbing recording, preserved against the wishes of some, found its way into the hands of filmmaker Werner Herzog, the maestro behind the documentary. Few have ventured into the realm of that chilling audio, a realm where the wild's unforgiving reality clashed violently with Treadwell's idealized vision. Upon hearing the disturbing recording, Herzog, with his seasoned understanding of human nature and the wild, suggested that this artifact of tragedy be consigned to oblivion. The audio, a haunting testament to the inevitable consequences of a man's audacious pursuit of an untamed realm, remained a secret that only a select few were burdened to carry. In the aftermath, the legacy of Timothy Treadwell became a cautionary tale etched into the tapestry of the Alaskan wilderness, a tale of a man who dared to befriend the indomitable, only to find that nature, indifferent and untamed, could not be charmed by mere audacity. The echoes of his story lingered like a ghost in the vast landscapes of Katmai National Park, a reminder that, in the dance between man and nature, some rhythms end in tragic dissonance. 4. Polar bear attacks. British teenagers in Norway, in the northern reaches of Norway's frost-kissed wilderness, where the Arctic winds whispered tales of pristine beauty and unforgiving danger, a group of British teenagers embarked on an adventurous odyssey in 2011. Their destination was the ethereal landscape of Svalbard, a place where the icy vastness promised not only the thrill of exploration, but also the elusive chance to witness the mighty polar bear in its natural habitat. Among the dreamers and wanderers was Horatio Chappell, a 17-year-old with aspirations of becoming a healer, a doctor in the making. He joined 80 fellow students on an expedition organized by the British Schools Exploring Society, BESES, drawn by the allure of remote landscapes, new friendships, and the opportunity to delve into the effects of climate change on the Arctic environment. As the group set foot on the frozen terrain, excitement tinged with the chill of the Arctic air filled their hearts. The promise of adventure loomed large, tempered only by the sobering awareness that polar bears, formidable guardians of these icy realms, posed a real threat. Yet the expedition was reassured. Each participant would be armed with pen flares to ward off the bears, while the campsites would be fortified with tripwires, ready to unleash small explosive mines. One adult leader was entrusted with a firearm, a final line of defense against the Arctic's apex predator. However, the unforgiving reality revealed itself when the expedition unfurled across the ice. The team quickly realized that the promised pen flares were scarce, and some tripwires failed to function as intended. The firearm, meant to be a safeguard, turned out to be an old rifle, handled by adult leaders with limited training in its use. The icy landscape, seemingly serene, masked the impending storm that would shatter the dreams of adventure and camaraderie. In the silent dance between man and nature, fate chose a cruel partner. Under the cloak of Arctic night, a starving polar bear stealthily breached Chappell's camp, a ghostly figure slipping through the shadows. Unnoticed by the slumbering teens, the bear's intrusion was swift and savage. It tore into Chappell's tent, a chaotic eruption of fur and primal rage. One companion felt the bite of the Arctic marauder on their head before chaos ensued. Chappell, torn from the sanctuary of his tent, faced the brutal reality of the Arctic wilderness. The desperate struggle between man and bear unfolded, a tragic tableau under the watchful eyes of the frigid stars. In the chilling aftermath, Chappell's life was claimed by the merciless maw of the polar bear. The expedition, once filled with youthful enthusiasm, descended into a nightmarish ordeal. The Arctic silence shattered as the wails of pain echoed across the ice. 4 members of the exploration party, including 2 adult leaders, bore the scars of the bear's wrath. The old rifle, wielded with desperate hands, finally silenced the desperate creature. The bitter taste of tragedy lingered in the frozen air, staining the pristine landscapes with the harsh reality of nature's indifference. The story of Horatio Chappell became a haunting lament, a tale etched into the snow-covered expanses of Svalbard. In the aftermath, questions echoed through the frosty air, questions of preparedness, of the delicate dance between humans and the wild, and the unpredictable whims of nature in its purest, most unforgiving form. The expedition, once a journey of discovery, now stood as a solemn reminder that even in the boundless beauty of the Arctic, the line between adventure and tragedy could be as thin as the ice beneath their feet. 5. Black Bear Rampage through popular hot spring. Amidst the sprawling boreal forest of British Columbia, Canada, lies a haven of warmth and serenity, the Liard River Hot Springs Provincial Park. Nestled within this natural sanctuary are steaming hot pools, inviting both locals and wanderers to immerse themselves in the soothing embrace of its thermal waters. Little did Patty McConnell and her 2 children know that their brief stopover at this idyllic paradise on August 14, 1997, would transform their journey from Texas to Alaska into a harrowing tale etched in the annals of the wilderness. The weary travelers, yearning for respite from the endless road, decided to pause at the hot springs. Patty and her 13-year-old son, Kelly, ambled down the boardwalk, seeking a secluded pool away from the bustle. As they ascended the stairs, the enchanting tranquility was shattered by an ominous rustle in the underbrush. The forest held its breath, and Patty turned to face a formidable adversary, a large black bear, its gaze filled with primal intensity. In the blink of an eye, the tranquility of Liard River Hot Springs morphed into a nightmare. Patty, caught in the clutches of the bear, managed to utter a desperate cry to alert her son. Kelly, despite the overwhelming fear that gripped him, summoned unimaginable courage. He kicked the bear in the face and wielded a tree branch in a desperate attempt to save his mother. The ferocious struggle unfolded, a primal dance between human and beast, as the young boy battled against the relentless onslaught. Yet, the bear, driven by instinct and hunger, clawed Kelly across the neck and hoisted him into the air by his waist, a grotesque display of nature's power. The young boy, tossed aside like a rag doll, lay battered on the forest floor. The echoes of their cries pierced the air, reaching the ears of Ray Kitchen, a bystander drawn to the unfolding tragedy. Ray Kitchen, without a second thought, rushed to the scene. He, too, tried to fend off the relentless assault, beating the black bear away from its two bloodied victims. The forest bore witness to a desperate struggle, a chaotic collision of humanity and the wild. In the fierce exchange, the bear turned its wrath on Kitchen, striking with such force that both man and beast careened through a railing and tumbled down a hillside. The savage mauling claimed Kitchen's life, leaving behind a chilling silence amidst the once tranquil hot springs. As the tragedy unfolded, another man suffered critical wounds before the intervention of two brave souls armed with hunting rifles. The shots rang out through the forest, bringing an end to the rampage of the black bear. The wilderness, stained with the stark reality of the encounter, fell into an uneasy calm. The aftermath told a tale of bravery and tragedy, of a mother who faced the ferocity of nature, a son who defied the odds, and a bystander who sacrificed himself in a desperate bid to save others. Patty McConnell succumbed to her wounds, becoming a tragic figure in the heart of the Canadian wilderness. However, Kelly, the resilient young boy, emerged from the ordeal, scarred but alive. In recognition of their courage, both Kelly and Ray Kitchen received medals of valor from the Canadian government, their names forever woven into the tapestry of Liard River Hot Springs, where the warmth of the pools belied the harsh realities that could unfold in the untamed embrace of nature. If you liked the video, you can like, subscribe, and comment. Thanks for watching.